Hi, welcome to Chris Cook for YouTube. Today we're going to be making a fast snack and it's onion rings. So let's get started. Here we have onion rings, or we have onion rings that we've already cut, but I saved one just so I could show you how it's done. If you look at the thickness of the onion ring, that's as thick as you should get it. You should not get it any thinner than that. So the only thing you want to do is to start to separate your rings. Okay? That's very simple. So all of your onion rings are already separated, and then you have oil which is cooking on the stove in order to deep fry your onion rings. So you go ahead to start to make the batter. So let's get started. Here I have 1.25 cups of regular flour. I'm going to add that to my bowl. Now, because I like more of a grainy batter instead of a soft texture or a soft batter, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of cornmeal. To that, I'm going to add salt, and I'm using kosher, pepper, and not a lot of pepper because I want a little bit of a kick to this, so I'm going to add some ground red pepper or cayenne pepper. Not a lot, just enough to give me a little bit of a kick. Now, I'm going to mix these ingredients up. Then I'm going to add one more ingredient, and that is 2 tablespoons of instant mashed potato mix. Yeah, you heard me right. Instant mashed potato mix. And what that does is it just gives you more of a heartier a heartier onion ring when you bite into it. Okay, so all of my dry ingredients have been added. Now to that, I'm going to add 1 egg. And the egg has not been beaten yet. Clear away some of this stuff. To that, I'm going to add a little bit of milk, because milk helps everything kind of smooth its way out. So I'm going to add that milk. Then I'm going to add my club soda. Now, I have a mixer because that's the best way to beat my batter and for me to keep up with what's going on. As you can see, I'm adding my club soda kind of slow because I don't want my batter to be too thin, and I also don't want it to be too thick. My batter is kind of thick, kind of like cornbread consistency. Put it up just a little bit more. And the noise that you hear in the background is because I'm not using an actual mixing bowl. I'm using my pancake bowl. So as the beater hits the sides, that's what you're hearing. Okay, now, you see how that comes off of the spoon? I'm sorry, off of the beaters? That's exactly how you want it. Now, we're going to take this over to the stove, get a fork, put the top back on the club soda real quick, take it over to the stove, and we're going to get ready to put it in the grease. So follow me. Okay, now at the stove, as you can see, I have my cooking oil that's already heated. And it should be hot enough. Yep, that's hot enough. But we're going to turn it up just a little bit more. So I'm just going to dip my onion rings in the batter. Take them up. Get some of the excess off of the onion rings as much as you can. Scrape it right on the side and add it. Okay. And I'll keep on doing this until I finish. When I get ready to flip these onion rings over, or when they get ready to come out, I'll have you back. Did you see how that onion ring popped up? Let me just wait and let you see one more. As it begins to get golden brown, see it's popping up? That's what you want. And you want it to continue to fry. It'll pop up. Now as they pop up together, you can just move it over. See? I just moved it over. Okay? I'm going to continue to do this. I was going to go away, but since I'm still here and fry them up, I want to show you right next to it I have a rack laying with 2 paper towels on it. And the reason why that rack is there is because you want all of the liquids to drain off, which means the excess fat. You want that to drain off of your onion rings. So what you do is you just take that rack. There you go. All of them are in. You take that rack and sit it there so when you take them out, they'll drain. Now, and you also want to salt as soon as your onion rings are ready. So, we got just a little bit of frying time. So what I'm going to do is let these fry and get golden brown on one side, and then I'm going to flip them. When I get ready to flip them, I'll bring you back. Okay, now I'm going to flip these. Told you I'd bring you back when I got ready to flip them. And these are quite crunchy. Alrighty. Now you see how pretty they look? They're solidly golden brown. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take these out. It only takes like about, 4 or 5 minutes in order for one batch to actually cook through. Maybe 3 minutes on one side, then 3 minutes on the other. It may take a little bit longer. As soon as you see them brown, then you can just go ahead and start turning them, or either start taking them out of the cooking oil. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to finish off these. That's fine. Needs maybe about another minute. No longer than a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this batch out. I'm going to put it on this rack in order for it to cool. Now, as soon as I take it out, I am going to add salt to it. Just a little bit of light sprinkling of salt. So I can do that. It's probably ready now. So let's see. And it is. That's enough. Now listen. You hear them when they hit? That's that crunch you hear hitting. Alrighty. Now, immediately you want to sprinkle it with some salt. And let them just sit. So I'm going to go ahead and fry off the rest of these, and I'll show you the finished product when I get finished. Okay, we're done with all of the onion rings now, and I just want to show you, once you take your rack up, I want to show you how much grease is actually draining down on the paper towels. So it's very important that you do put something up underneath the onion rings in order for them to drain down on. Now, I cleared that space wanted to show you two things. One, this is the leftover batter from the onion rings. Do not throw it out. Put it in the refrigerator. Use it for next time. The only thing that it'll happen is it'll thicken up, so you may have to add a little bit more club soda to it, or a little bit more milk if you don't have the club soda. Better club soda than milk. And here is the finished onion rings. Okay? They came out beautiful. And I know that my family's going to truly enjoy it. That's just a quick appetizer. It takes, what, about 80 cents for an onion ring. So all you have to do is mix it together, throw in some deviled eggs, and throw in some wraps. And hey, I've shown you how to do it all, and you got a great party. All you have to do is just add the drinks. So thank you so much for watching Chris Cook for YouTube. Bye.